Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come get some.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. He's going to take it. Right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Ready. 30 base. Come on now. Shoot. Hey. Roy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
7-7.
You got nothing with that. You got nothing. Check, 55 to mine. 3 bud.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Switch it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
2-18, chopper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Way to go. D-line, get that quarterback. Slam. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Browns 14, Ravens 10. Fairbairn sets to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's it. Mike, keep it up, go. Right there, 55. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Here's Jackson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Marquise Brown. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Yeah, they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. 51 to Mike. Watch the screen. You draw Corker. Speak River.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throw left side complete. It's Brady. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You better be afraid. Check 55.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shoot.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break up the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 6-6. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 3. Check 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double dog. That's the way. Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
55, my God, 55. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
General West.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
Set go. Let's go.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm going to run you over.
Fair.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, Haywood. Be tripping.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's blown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
You got three down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you. Check 52. Tight dog. Watch this.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race past the 20. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the